Welcome to the Weird West.
Weird West is indeed a weird game. It's an RPG that takes place in the Wild West but has nothing to do with history. Unless I forgot about pigments, werewolf, and magic. It's a good game that's clearly underrated, especially for the story part of it. The gameplay was cool but felt clunky. It happened way too often that I had to load a quick save because I couldn't interact with my quest. And there was also lots and lots of sound bugs when I used item to distract enemies. Now, even though I feel like it's underrated, it's clearly not for everyone. And the reason I feel like it is probably due to the fact that I knew right away that this game would be repetitive if I went on side quest for too long. So I didn't stay on the off-road that much. If you make a quick Google search to know how long it would take you to beat the game, it's gonna tell you about 40 hours, which is clearly not true, since it took me about 20 and I did stop for some of the side quests. 4 hours on each character was good, it didn't feel too long, and they all had a nice story that connects them together. So every choice you make during a playthrough matters, and you actually have to make choices. They're not fake choices that give the same outcome. Most of the time, I like to go stealth in games. But in this one, it didn't feel good to choose this path. With the sound bug that made it so when I threw an item, I'd hear it hit the ground over and over as long as I didn't load a quick save, or when I got spotted from behind objects that are clearly hiding me, while some other times I could just hide myself behind the bars of a cage and no one would see. So I chose to go in, gun blazing like I was Rambo, which made it so I had no other choice but to buy ammo and salvage every weapon I found, because I would not have nearly enough bullets if I didn't. Good thing, most items just like ammo was kinda cheap and money was easy to make with bounties. Every character had a set of 4 different moves from each other. It was a nice idea, but I feel like they weren't really good, and the relic they cost were more useful in buying gun add-ons. There was also general upgrades, which needed Golden Ace of Spades, that were also nice to have and followed from a character to another. It also felt like every character had a designed weapon, like the bounty hunter and the pistol, the native with the bow, or the pigman going melee. Melee combat was weird and didn't feel so good, but was strong enough to still be used. The shotgun didn't do anything unless at really close range, so I didn't use it much either. But when I did, it was almost always a one-shot. And the range and fire rate of the pistol and the rifle felt really good, so that's what I used most of my playthrough. At the start of my journey, traveling was terrible. I always got attacked by some stuff on the same looking map, giving the same rewards. And another terrible thing was the camera control. Actually, just the camera itself. But I guess you kind of forget how bad it is after a couple hours. It was fun to have a reputation system that made you think a bit before wiping an entire town for the fun of it. And to make friends around the world because you saved them or whatever else reason. They would often appear in the middle of fights just to help clear since they probably felt like they owed me. The music wasn't bad at all, and Weird Wolves did a good job by always giving a weird and mysterious vibe throughout the whole game, and most importantly, keeping it on the western side. They even had some special song dedicated for specific characters of the storyline. I really enjoyed the stories of Weird West, and particularly the fact that a narrator was giving me a lot of information. It felt like nothing was left unsolved. The game overall was really enjoyable, besides some bugs and clunky mechanics, but I would have loved to see more variety on the decor. Anyway, thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this video, please like and subscribe, and see you next time.